Ready? We're ready. Ready. We're ready for this. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's gonna be a fun one. I think it's gonna be a good one. Hey, what's up? It's Jonathan. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, appreciate you for tapping in. And if you've been a subscriber, I appreciate the love. If you're like me, we're gonna jump right straight into the video. If you're like me, you're always seeking knowledge. You're always looking for information. You're always curious, looking through social media, finding inspiration, information, entertainment, always trying to find a way to better yourself and do it as effective as possible to continue moving forward in your life and find your purpose. Over the past few weeks, I've noticed that there's been a trend on socials about if you're under 30, ask a question. If you're over 30, answer it. And I thought that was really profound to have that type of open-ended question and conversation where people from different parts of the world at different stages of their life can engage in conversation with some of the biggest questions that people under 30 might have. And also for those that are over 30 to have a new perspective while bringing those topics to the table and learn from that so they can continue to be appreciative of life. And for those under 30 can appreciate them even more as well for giving that information. So personally, I've always surrounded myself with people that are older, that are wiser than I am. Even when I was younger, that could be basketball coaches, volleyball coaches, teachers, my parents, my grandparents that would tell me, you know, make your bed, do your chores, always love and respect others, you know, always be aware of your surroundings. Those are still things that still to this day, I'm applying on my daily life. And it's something that I'm grateful that they were able to pass along, either because they learned it the hard way and they are passing that information so that we can have it easier or more effective than they did back then. Now, a lot of people say that knowledge is power, and I think that is very true, but I think it's also important to know how to apply that knowledge. And I know that if you probably have seen or haven't seen the movie Spider-Man, I believe there's a phrase that Uncle Ben tells Peter Parker that said, with great power comes great responsibility. And just as the phrase says, as the quote says, if you have knowledge, there's great power in having that knowledge. That's the responsibility comes from what are you gonna do with that knowledge? Are you gonna keep it to yourself? Are you gonna share it with others? Are you gonna apply it to better yourself, better society? That's what, with great power comes great responsibility. Now, this video is gonna be a short one, and it's gonna be short and sweet. The reason for it is because I wanted to develop down in the comments sections, and I thought it'd be a great idea to do this video because I haven't seen a video like this on TikTok. I don't think I've seen it on TikTok. But I haven't seen it on YouTube, and that's where we're at. We're at YouTube right here, locked in and loaded here on YouTube. But I haven't seen a video like this on the platform, and I say, you know, it's a great idea to do this video so that everyone that is curious like I am can engage in conversation, ask questions, answer questions, and we can all learn and have a different perspective and a new perspective on life. Now, as I mentioned, this is gonna be developed in the comments with you and I and everyone else. So if you're under 30 like I am, ask questions in the comment section. And if you're over 30, you're gonna answer them. And before we start the conversation, I decided, you know what, it's a great way for me to break the ice, ask questions so that people can kind of formulate questions in their head of, I don't know what to ask. What life would be in the 30s. I got you, fam. I got you. I got 5 questions for those that are over 30 to please answer in the comment section below. I'm gonna put it in this description too, just in case you didn't watch the whole video. You can just look at, oh, those 5 questions, Jonathan wants the answer. Everyone under 20 needs the answer, and I'm gonna comment it down below. So first question is, what drives you at this chapter of your life in your 30s, 40s? It's gonna apply to anyone over 40. Let's do that. Anyone over 30 is gonna apply to them. What drives you at this chapter of your life? Either that be your purpose, either that be a relationship, either that be in a goal, family, you know, bettering yourself. What drives you at this chapter of your life? That's question number one. Question number two is, what are 3 things that don't matter as much as you thought they would in your 20s? So for example, you're in your 30s, you're in your 40s, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90s. Hopefully there's a 90-year-old watching me. I appreciate you. What you thought back then when you were 20 would matter now, that you look back and say, you know, that didn't matter at all. I don't know why I wasted my time on that. What are 3 things that don't matter as much as you thought in your 20s? Third question. What has been one of the best things that has happened to your life in your 30s? That could be having kids. That could be being in a relationship. That could be, you know, traveling. That could be paying off your student loan, getting a car, you know, being more in tune with yourself, loving yourself. What has been one of the best things in your life in your 30s? Question number 4, do you prioritize time with family? And the reason I ask this question is because as we grow up, we're constantly with family, surrounded by family, grandparents, cousins, parents, brothers, sisters. We're always with them as we grow up. They teach us, they discipline us, they nurture us, they take care of us, they do everything basically for us. Then we're in our teens, early teens, late teens, into our 20s, we move into college, and we start getting more independent, and they're like, no, Mom, what are you doing, this and that, no, Dad. Now that you're in a different chapter, you're past your 20s, now you're in your 30s, do you prioritize time with family? And how important that is for you? I could add that question too as well to that, double whammy. Question number 5 and the last one. I appreciate if you stayed watching the entire video, I appreciate you. Question number 5, if you were to give your 26-year-old self, if you were looking right here at Jonathan, which I'm 26, and looking at anyone else that's 26, even yourself at 26, if you could look back and look at your 26-year-old self face to face, and they are looking for a piece of advice from you, and now you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, what is one piece of advice, or you could add a couple if you'd like, that you would give them? So, hope these questions get answered in the comment section. I'm gonna put it in the description. Let's engage in conversation. I hope you enjoy this videos, and I will see you in the comments down below. Peace.